I'll give you an example, man. And listen, man, there's nothing special about me. As a matter of fact, the only special thing about me, the reason why I'm so good with women is because I've probably failed with more women than any man in the history of, for every story of a Vegas stripper or a Vegas hottie I fucked, there's like 25 stories of like abject failure. Because of this, I'm able to read women like a book. For example, I'll actually point out something that happened right before we came on the show. So I get into the live broadcast. You and I haven't been on the air yet. I had my Mac Pro speakers, speaking out. So, the instead of coming through my headphones, it goes out, into the hotel room. And so my girlfriend knows who you are. She knows what you look like. She knows what you do for a living. So I'm standing behind the computer and she says out loud, "Here, take this." And she gives me like a little vitamin C gummy. Now, a lot of people might think, well, what's wrong with that? There's nothing wrong with it. But as a woman, she knows the good-looking Sterling Cooper is probably listening. And she put that out there so that he would know that she is there. This is just what women do. Now, in this particular case, I'm going to take her aside and be like, listen, when there's attractive men around, you need to close your mouth. I don't want any demonstrative, don't get loud, because this is what girls do. And guys miss this all the time. When women are with their boyfriends and they see or sense an attractive human being in their vicinity, all of a sudden they talk a little louder, right? They're a little bit more demonstrative. They're in other words, they're doing things that are trying to sort of halfway get his attention. And then of course, they're going to tell you when you actually call them out on it, OMG, I didn't know that. Of course she did. It was on the speakers all around. And I told her I'm in with Sterling. This doesn't make her good. This doesn't make her bad. She just is. And so I will tell her when we are around attractive people, dude, don't start talking loud. And guess what? She can either choose to abide by it or she can not to. Now I have a choice. If she decides to continue to throw undercover indicators of interest to attractive men who are around us, then guess what? She can't be my girlfriend anymore. She can either do that or she can choose to sort of bite her tongue and just do what the hell she needs to do. There might come a point where she's like, you know what? I can't deal with this dude anymore. I can't deal with not being able to look at men I'm attracted to in his presence. So I got to go my separate ways. I'm not going to put a gun to her head. I give her choices. You can either stop throwing sneak tip IOIs that you think I'm not aware of, or we can just go our separate ways. And a lot of times, Sterling, girls don't realize they're doing it. Oh, wait a minute. Of course they do, because they only get loud and demonstrative when there are loud, attractive people around. This is how, and I failed with so many women, and this is why I understand to the micro nuance what they do and why they do it.
Man, is this her in the chat right now?
Yeah, that's her. Yeah.
I like that. There you go.
Yeah, right. I was just taking a vitamin and wanted him to have one too. You want to know how many vitamins she had given me to that point, Sterling? 0. All of a sudden, she decides at that very time, standing next to the speaker to say, "Here, take this." I'm like standing right here and I'm like, oh God, now I got to air this bitch out on the air. Listen, love my girl to death, but she is a woman. And as a man, it is your responsibility to protect her from herself. She has to want you to protect her from herself. If she doesn't want you to protect her from herself, then guess what? You can't be with that woman. This doesn't mean, listen, Devon sees guys that she would love to get pounded out by all the time. We're in Vegas. I've seen plenty of girls I'd like to pound out and take it back to the old days. This doesn't make either one of us good or bad. We just are. So it is my job to make sure that, not really making her aware because she's aware of it, but to make sure that she does not engage in these sort of activities when she's around me. Listen, if she goes down the hallway we have an ice maker in this hotel room, but if she goes down the hallway to get ice, listen, man, she can eye fuck any dude she wants. I don't care. I'm not there. If I don't see it, I don't know. But in my presence, you got to tamp that shit down. That's just how that is, man. This is, and again, this course, Womanese Volume 3, this is what helps you to understand women on that micro nuanced level, man.
That's a perfect example of like setting boundaries in a relationship and enforcing boundaries in a relationship.
Mm-hmm. Yeah. Davina in the chat says loud, obnoxious women, not attractive. Right. Loud, obnoxious women are the reason why women are loud and obnoxious is because they've been rewarded for it their entire lives.
Yes.
With attention. Girls value, listen, as far as things that girls value, women value, love is probably maybe 5 or 6 on the list. The number one thing that today's women value is attention. That's regular attention, negative attention, positive attention, sexual attention. Girls, they are addicted to attention. It is a rush of endorphins all the time. This is why you got girls who post pictures on Instagram. They pull them down if they don't have 100 likes in the first minutes. They're just addicted to that rush. So what you have to understand is that everything a girl does and says is for attention. The loud, obnoxious girl isn't loud and obnoxious when she's at her own place by herself. Why? There's nobody to get attention from, right? I'm the life of the party. Really? Are you that way with your parents and your families? Right? No, because the only swinging dicks are the ones that are related to you. So loud, obnoxious women are only loud and obnoxious for male attention. That's it. And yes, that is attractive.